Well, thank you, Mr. Chair, and to you and your House Chair and the ranking members. Thank you. More importantly, thank you to the veterans here today for your service, and thank you to your family members as well. Mr. Troiola, I want to just touch base with you on the importance of peer-to-peer support. As you noted in your testimony, peer support programs encourage veterans to reach out and connect with one another proactively, which improves veterans' mental health and helps prevent suicide. The American Legion recognized the importance of these programs when it created the Buddy Check program in 2019. I was pleased to help expand this effort through the passage into law of the Bipartisan Buddy Check Week Act, which calls on the VA to support and grow the program. Why are peer-to-peer support programs so effective at supporting veterans' mental health, and what more can Congress do to support these programs?
Well, thank you very much, Senator, for your sponsorship of the Buddy Check Week Act. It's very important to us. The importance of the Buddy Check is that we have veterans speaking to other veterans, and I think the camaraderie between the two goes a long way. And I think the veterans that are in need will hopefully be able to destigmatize them by developing trust and relationships with them, and that's easy to do with a veteran talking to a veteran.
And we've seen the effectiveness of that, right? I mean,
Yes, we have.
That's
Yes.
direct evidence that it works, right? As you noted in your testimony, the average age of a VA medical facility is approaching 60 years, which limits the ability of VA healthcare to keep up with new technology and respond to shifts in veteran demographics. For example, the VA Medical Center in Manchester, New Hampshire is 73 years old and has had numerous maintenance failures over the past few years, including 3 separate water pipe breaks that resulted in canceled appointments for veterans. I've called on the Secretary of the VA to prioritize long-term solutions for these problems. Can you expand on your testimony and discuss why upgrading VA infrastructure is important for our veterans to get the health care that they need and have earned and deserve?
One thing I've seen is that we 31 new C-blocks were just authorized, so that's a great thing. And I do notice some in Maine, and Togus is under construction right now with specialty care facility being added on. That's a big plus. But for further detail, I'm going to pass it on to our VA and our chairman, Audrey James.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, Senator. With the issue with respect to modernization of the VA in general, we believe that first, yes, new facilities do need to be brought online. We need to make sure that those facilities are in the areas where our veterans are, where the majority of our veterans are. But we don't necessarily believe that the older facilities should just be torn down. In my state of California, for instance, local hospitals, what they did was first they built a new hospital, downsized the old hospital, and used that for clinical issues, so not acute care like a hospital might take care of. And I think that that's one way that the modernization of the VA could be helped.
Well, thank you. Focus continues to need to be on making sure that facilities are there for our veterans when they need them. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.